Go fast alone, go far together. Welcome to Rival the Gods, a D&D 5e campaign set in Planegea, a prehistoric setting by Atlas Games. If you like what we do here, swing by vorpaltales.com to read recaps and info on our cast, events, our Patreon, our Ko-Fi, and all our social media. Follow, maybe subscribe, and if you like the setting, it's available for pre-order right now. Go check it out. Maybe after the stream. Hunters and gatherers, please let our audience know your name, your titles, and other legends you can be heard in.
If my arm can reach the mute button. Hi, my name is John, otherwise known as J3Billion, and I am super excited to play the man who went toe-to-toe with Verka. Osra, the pillar of the community. I am hungry, full of rage, and have many stones. So let us adventure.
I am Mike, better known as Dr. Fusion with a Z, or the Cereal Soup Monster, for those on Vorpal Tales Discord server. I play the Spellskin, or Wizard, known as Who Has Gone Before, who is not only a Spellskin, but is also a half ooze. So he's got a human skin, but he's full of juice and ready to go. Glad to be back.
Is that safe for Twitch? I think, okay, yeah. I'm Corey, aka Narf, and today I will be playing Alistair, the storyteller, which is a chanter in Planegea, which is the bard flavor. Yeah, I'm super excited for this one. Loving this game.
Sorry, I was muted for a second there. Anyways, my name is Jared. You can find me at the Real Life Jared, and I'll be playing Dubtalk, the Fog of Death, or Bringer of Fog of Death.
Excellent. Before we continue, I feel obliged to say a quick disclaimer. This tale will contain potential extreme violence and gore. Viewer discretion is advised. That out of the way. Chanter Narf, can you please regale us with the events of the previous session?
The war commences as we find the gods painted in the night sky. The lion, the bear, and the ape gods are all there, and in between is the visage of a man. Azra finds this curiosity too much and goes to confront the man who would walk with the gods. It is not long before Azra finds him, and he lands accusing this unknown man of treachery against the gods and perhaps more importantly, visiting war upon the peaceful citizens of his clan. The man reveals himself to be Verka and proclaims that himself to be the shepherd of humanity. He will lead the unguided against the tyranny of the gods and cast them down from the heavens. Verka then extends an invitation to Azra, one that he is hard-pressed to but turned down in the middle of the war. Join him or die. Azra says that Verka is a coward with no honor and that he would never join him, but if he wants a taste of what a warrior is, to come and face him. And face him Verka does. The battle between Verka and Azra commences as Dubtalk arrives to witness the fight, or at least what onlookers believe, as Dubtalk begins summoning rituals. This is when Alistair comes to join those who are witnessing the fight, riding a many-armed visage of Ko. It's a spectacular thing to witness Alistair riding in the arms of Ko, bathed in life, and smiting all those who are hostile to Ko and his brethren. But it cannot be fully appreciated as Dubtalk has finished his summoning ritual and a god of mist appears. The god of the mist starts ripping people into the mist and their screams die as soon as they fall out of sight. This happens again and again until the shock of what's happening wears off and the army runs screaming. Verka and Azra are also being assaulted by the mist, so they both decide that they should fight again and honorably run away. Verka into the bosom of his retreating army and Azra into the arms of the visage of Ko. Dubtalk is not long behind, climbing aboard the many-armed ape and we take our leave back to the village. Coming back to the village, we gather the tribe and decide that we must make our way to the caves north and gamble on the hospitality of others, as our clan has no hunters remaining. And this is where we find our heroes in preparation of the journey north. For if the clan stays here, Verka will come for them, and they will fall.
So a new day begins for the Ape Clan tribe as the stars above begin jousting for dominance to see who becomes the day star. Many of the remaining gatherers of the tribe begin to awake to witness the spectacle as just overhead the stars bop into each other. Eventually one of them falls, and the other goes on to continue fighting until only one remains and zips across to the horizon to rise. And it is a new day.
I'm gonna make some assumptions here real quick, just for who has gone before, since I've missed a couple sessions. I've gone to seek out hunters from my tribe, the Spider Clan, to bring them back here and make certain because I'm responsible for their survival. So I would have gone to seek out a couple of them if I could, bring them back here, only to find out the big battle has happened and I missed all of this. Would that work for you? So was my absence.
So during the battle, who has gone before it was actually holding back the invading army single-handedly. It was a glorious spectacle.
Okay, you had a plan for me. Never mind then.
So
never mind. You had a plan for me. Okay.
Your insect worm devoured half their army. It was great.
Oh, love that.
It's marvelous. You are a legend. Praise be.
Okay.
To get to the spider tribe would be potentially multiple days of travel. Many, at least more than 9, if you're unlucky.
Okay.
Not an impossible journey, but a lengthy journey nonetheless.
Then I'll reach out to my brothers as soon as they're awake, because I know I don't sleep very well. For too many dreams of darkness and magic, and cave wallet I have not seen in so long. I will seek out my friend Azra and wake him if I have to, because he's kind of sleepy like that usually.
Yeah, and he is like lying like full spread eagle on the bed. Like the blanket's only covering like one arm, and then like all the portion of the waist that matters. Like his other bare leg is hanging off the bed and down. His arm has to hurt because an elbow shouldn't bend that way, but he's got his arm out, and his arm is just like laying there, and that's gonna hurt in the morning. But that's morning problems.
That's a good sleep though, so you've earned that. I probably should talk to Alistair then.
Oh no! If you go wake him up, he's just like, yes, I am pillar of community. Yes.
Yes, Azra, you are the pillar of community.
What now?
We need to.
He is
moving.
Okay. No. Yes. Move. Yes. Moving. Yes.
I wanted to come to the pillar of community first to suggest that we could go to my tribe, the Spider Clan. They are small but many, and are fierce gatherers and hunters.
Tonight, I'll be eating.
Do you think they would be receptive to this many people?
They are my clan. They will be receptive.
Fair enough.
But
okay.
But they are more than 2 hands of days travel.
Oh, many and many more. Okay. More than 2 hands. So in our last session, what's her name just said is above game. Well, what's her name just said 10 out loud. Nothing happened.
We have that many fingers.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying 2 hands.
Yeah, because you can't say 10. Like that was crazy. Like, that's crazy. She doesn't believe in the gods. The gods don't control her. Okay, cool.
Famous last words.
Yes. If you believe them to be hospitable, then I will second your decision. You are a wise man.
Well, I would need you to go to your tribe and speak to them and make certain they understand that I'm willing to take that sacrifice into my tribe, and we will work with you to take care of the ape clan.
Consider it done. They are, after all, your tribe as well now. And I'll stick his stuff, like he's gonna grab his hammerstone from the bed, and just like you hear every bone pop as he gets up, and just like,
Oh man,
and just like that's like everything is stiff, all is sore. He's got a nice little scar on top of his head now, not as cool as Archibald's, but Dubtalk, excuse me. But yeah, like he got the shit beat out of him during that last fight. He's just like, okay. Yeah, so gathering the clan leaders again.
You do that. I will gather our brothers, Dubtalk and Alistair.
Yes, all right. I shall see it done.
And I'll go find Alistair, who's actually one of the people I'm terrified of. Terrified of. Yeah, this badass spellcaster wizard terrified of the druid.
Oh,
This isn't a
Dubtalk,
trope
you
or
mean?
anything. Dubtalk.
Yeah.
Find Dubtalk.
I was like, why are you scared of the bard?
No, I'm not scared of the bard. Is Dubtalk sleeping? Is he awake? Or
He would most likely be. He'd definitely be awake, thinking about what the next step is. So he doesn't necessarily like that we're going to the aid of another clan, because I think that he thinks that makes us look bad, and he doesn't want to owe anybody. But you got to do what you got to do. He's also thinking about the route in which they want to go. What's the safest way?
I was going to suggest that we could go to my clan. They are more than 2 days travel from here. But the Spider Clan would happily take in the Ape Clan and help them regain their hunters and gatherers at my direction.
Well, looks like I have to trust you. It's kind of the only option that we have right now.
I understand, and I believe in your concern. But Ozra stands for me, and I wouldn't lie to Ozra. I learned my lesson on that. And I want what's best for the Ape Clan. You've been all kind to me since I arrived, and I think I owe you the same respect in return by having my clan host yours. And so your assistance in this would be great. I would be most grateful for.
Well, sure. As long as I keep moving, that's all that matters to me. Even if we weren't doing this and you guys decided to stay here, I probably would have left anyways.
Yes, that's right. You must keep moving from the fog. I remember now. Well, we will assure that if we go speak to the Spider Clan, that it's at least more than 2 day travel.
Yeah. Especially after what I did yesterday. So, or the night before.
You did what you had to do.
Yeah. He's here.
He's here, and he did what he had to do. It worked.
It did.
I believe you.
That's what it is.
Osborne's gone to speak to the elders. I'll go check with Alistair. And I excuse myself and go find the chanter.
Alistair, you know to normally be a morning person, however, not today. He's probably still kind of like falling asleep just because no one's paying any attention. So though he's sitting up and not like laying down in bed, he's kind of like falling asleep at the table.
We all have mornings like that. Even today. Alistair, I came to speak with you after speaking with our brethren and friends. I have come to offer, and I wish to offer, the Spider Clan's assistance to the Ape Tribe. We are many days travel from here, but we can assist with hunters and gatherers and help the Ape Clan get themselves back together rather than stay around here. I know the desire is to move, but I wanted to come get your opinion on that before we did any more.
I think it makes sense. Key, remind me, last session, the guy that is now the only surviving elder of the clan.
Elder Bighorn.
Elder Bighorn seems to be a little out of it. I kind of quietly say to you, keep an eye on him. He may not like this plan as much as the survival of the tribe requires it.
I see. Well, I have spoken to the pillar of the community and woken him first to see if I can have him act as a progenitor of the idea. But we know how Ozra is received at times.
I think all the remaining adults of the clan had decided that we needed to seek out another place to stay because we are not safe here.
All right, then that's good. If you could help back the plan with them, I think you are well respected enough to where it will mean a lot. We have nothing to gain from this other than the fact that the Ape and Spider Clan would work well together as we well know. We are small but many. Quite literally small but many.
How many people are there in your Spider Clan? How many hunters, I should say?
Key, do I have a number? Or no? I don't think I have a number.
There are 27 people other than yourself. Say approximately 7 of them are hunters.
I have approximately a hand and a half of hunters and multiple hands of people who are also gatherers, painters, and spellskins.
And you can guarantee safety for everybody, right?
I will give you this. I will give you the protection of my clan.
Okay.
Let me explain. Probably best if I explain a bit about the Spider Clan. We are born of those who were driven out of their own clans, spellskins, who had the ability. You see, many orcs do not equate having a soul with being able to touch the realms of magic. And they drove their people out, and we gave them sanctuary. And so it's important to us when we offer our protection that it's not a jest to us. It's a very important thing. So if I'm offering you safety with us, you'll have our safety and our protection as best as we can provide.
Okay, lead the way. And he's actually going to go back and They'll probably just get ready for the journey going up north. Going north. It's going to be a long one, so he's definitely going to prepare. He's also going to change. He's going to get specific spells, stuff like that. All that good crap.
I'm going to trust Alistair and Azra to introduce my idea to the elders rather than be me. Just so we're on the level. I don't come across as a know-it-all jerk, or more of a know-it-all jerk.
Darn, spell skins knowing about numbers.
I don't know what you're talking about. Hand and a half.
Yes, he knows of the many and many
Multiple.
more.
Multiple hands.
Hands.
Cheater.
What about feet?
Yeah,
Is
every
feet a
time
good
you
thing?
say anything about several hands, Clara the shaman gives you a strange, suspicious look. Hey, you're pushing it, pal. You're pushing it.
Oh, that's my job as a spell
Thanks for
skin.
the raid, Mare. Hi, Mare. Hi, Mare's
Hello.
Hey.
As who has gone before is rallying the party, Azra, you were asked to speak to the rest of the clan, the rest of the tribe, try and get them on board. And
Right.
because you've lived here majority of your life, assumedly, you know the best way to go about that is to go to the chieftain and bring it up to her. Currently,
Yes, Asra will do that. Can I put some flavor on that?
Hmm.
So Asra goes up to the chieftain. Is it chieftain? Chiefess? Chieftain.
is there chieftain? Is that a word? Huh, we're making new words here.
No,
Oh, it is a
whoever.
word. Cool.
Chieftain would suffice,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yes, I believe that
The
is
chieftain.
That's a
chief.
neutral word.
Grammar's important, y'all. So I go up to them and I say, if I could have a moment of the clan's time, I believe I have some importance to be relayed to as where we're going. So everyone gather around, see the pillar of the community. Come bask in the radiance of he who has survived Verka. He has a tale to tell.
Ezra was having a debate with Elder Bighorn about going to the spider tribe in the first place because one of the Spellskin orcs had already brought it up to her. And then you come up asking for a moment of time and she's about to go, not right now. And then you go, listen. And she just... You have Bighorn's attention immediately, along with the rest of the clan.
Not right now, Oscar. Not right now. I'm sorry. I need a half second.
You
Okay.
have the floor.
Floor, the ceiling, the sky.
Our my friend, our adopted clan member, he who has come before, has offered the aid of the Spider Clan. And they have offered their protection. All we need to do is make it there. I, for one, believe in he who has come before. He is a up-forward and straightforward individual who has never, he has once lied to me, regretted it entirely. So once over, liar.
I'd like you to make a performance check, just real quick,
Oh,
mid-speech, so you can gauge how this
Oh,
is coming
God,
across
this is
in its
going
entirety.
I'm glad you raised your charisma.
I didn't get a bonus for that race. I raised it to 13.
Oh god. I'm doomed.
Yeah. Most of the clan is like, yeah, pillar of the community. He lied to you once. He regretted it. Yeah, he lied to you once. Yeah. There's a couple people in the far back who are like, yeah.
So he gets those like, okay, that tactic's not approaching. The slayer of many men and the champion of he who held the gate, he who has come before, has offered the aid and the assistance of the Spider Clan. As we have a storied partnership with them, an allyship with them. I do believe it to be in our best interest. I turn around to the leaders. What say you?
Dr. Alistair.
So right out the gate, Elder Bighorn cuts off the chieftain with a "To the Spider Tribe!" The chieftain's about to go like, it might be a very long trap. "To the Spider Tribe!" And everyone else cheers, especially the Saurians in the tribe. The shaman's quietly just kind of stepping back, feeling slightly biased about it. You can see spellskins and shamans not being the best on terms. No,
I would like to go.
But
to
she's
the
not.
shamans and after everything, to the shaman after everything's said and done. After kind of like this crowd is dispersed and we've made our mutual agreement. Okay, we're going to the Spider Tribe. Cool.
Yeah. The tribe's members go around to the tents and such and begin folding them up because the ape clan loves collapsible tents and tools.
Because there's no because why wouldn't they want brick and stone buildings that could be easily destroyed by a many-armed ape god? That seems like good common sense construction right there. All right, so the shaman I'm assuming is like in the middle of their preparations as well. As like they don't like it, but they're coming and like picking up on that Astra, picking up on the kind of like the general vibe. Astra will go up to the shaman and I will just ask them, you seem trepidatious. Why is this? Ow, that word hurt my brain.
It was a very large word, Azra. Would you like to sit down?
Yes, I would. Thank you. That I don't know. Spirit, what is trepidatious?
The shaman begins rubbing her temples, just trying to fathom your big words. Azra, he who uses big words. 5 salt points. Write that down as a title.
Are you serious? Oh, that's hilarious.
No.
I love it. I'm doing it too.
3
you
silver.
told me to do it. I'm
equivalent.
doing it.
Take some. You can use it later. Yeah, she looks to you. We have traded with the Spider Tribe for some time, but I'm wary that Ko will disapprove of us taking shelter with the Spellskins.
Has Ko visited their wrath on them before? In recent memory?
I'm going to remind her that he who come before was recently blessed with Ko's power and helped us save the entire, set of us that are still here. So
Thanks, Swarm baby.
That Ko allowed them to channel their power. They must not be that much of an enemy.
I believe
This
he
is
who
true.
is. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to interrupt. But I believe that he who has become before is a staunch ally and a fierce warrior in his own right. And when it comes to something like this, I believe in him. And I believe that the Spellskins Though they are not, though they push the boundaries of the gods, I do not believe they outright shun them, or they would be hunted. And at least in this, we might find some common ground.
She nods, a look of concern still on her face. I trust the Spellskins, certainly. Just fills me with unease.
Can I insight check that?
That is all. Yes, you may.
All right. Insight and all that, great, but 14.
So you understand that as a shaman, she would have been taught from a young age from another shaman about the way of the gods. And so it is understandable that she might be reprehensive towards a tribe that consists entirely of people who manipulate the natural world. But she is not hiding anything.
Okay.
She's being honest about everything she says.
I won't say anything in response to that then.
And you know, if we do have this mutual understanding that even though we do push the boundaries of the gods sometimes, we are all followers of our gods. And it is quite possible to understand one another through that lens.
Spider Clan treats all with respect, especially those in need. We come from those in need, and we in turn give to those who need. And now the Ape Clan is in need. So I choose to bring our blessings to you. Yes, it's a long walk. Yes, it is a dangerous walk.
But
But it will be
perhaps
a
we will
reward.
find a good place to set up a new home later along the way.
Indeed. We should hurry. We have a lot of ground to cross.
Yes. Yes.
So, storyteller, whatever happened, did the lady that I met yesterday that had the kids, is she still with the army or whatever?
So Taco
Yeah, okay, it was Taco.
has
It was Taco, yes.
Taco, the best randomly rolled name ever.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Taco is staying much farther than she did, like farther away from the tribe as she did before the attack. But she's still nearby. She's not with Verka. She's still watching over Taka and
She's more invested in the kids than
Wodai.
she's the gods.
I'd like to try to find her. If I could.
It's not difficult. She's by her little shack packing things up.
And I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna be like, so you are planning to go with us and not stay with the enemy? May I ask why?
When you say the enemy, she very quickly closes a sack and puts it down, the equivalent of a briefcase slam, and turns to you. He is no enemy.
Well, he just
His ways
tried.
are
Go on.
His ways are difficult to understand, but he is no enemy.
And to a certain extent, I get. And I understand how he was able to woo you into this false, I wouldn't really say justice, but a false way of uniting. If you ask me, He wants to unite the clans. I agree with that. But if you do it through fear and threats, it's just gonna destroy it from within itself. That's not uniting the clans. That's just forcing someone to your will, in my opinion.
What would you suggest? How would you unite the clans?
I would find something in common between all the clans. Then you would have to probably unite the gods in some way, shape, or form too. That is a good question. What was his plan when the gods... Because at one point, the gods would... All of them probably would have united at one point to be like, hey, why is this guy doing what he's doing to our people? Do you really think they're stupid? Because I don't.
You should know just as well as I do that the gods rarely agree.
Really? And you're not
Every
wrong, but...
year, the tribes, the clans must go to war.
Yeah. But there's always a better way of doing it. Not forcing someone to your will. That's a weak way of doing it.
Well, till someone can come up with a better solution. I follow Virka, and she turns back to her ceremonial supplies she's stuffing into a leather bag.
I'd like to see you to try to understand what happened yesterday. You almost wiped out the 8 clan. You didn't unite it.
You summoned
Yeah,
a
because...
fog.
Yes, you want to know why? Because you threatened my life and everybody else's life around here. That is what you did. Or what he did. I did what I had to do, and I am paying for it, believe me. And I point to my scar on my face, and you can tell it's 100% bigger. If I do that again, I will die. Just like that little one over there. He'll die too.
Would you please roll an insight check?
Insight check. Oh. Dub talk. $24. Oh yeah.
Right.
All right. You mention that Ultad would die, and she immediately makes a connection. You summoned that god to prove a point. That is the thing that might kill you and this child. You see her make that connection, the gears turning, and she just turns and points to the doorway.
Well, if I'm gonna walk out, but right before I'm gonna be like, I really hope you take care of him, and then that's when I leave.
She
Oh, and I'm gonna go back behind him and be like, I'm going to assume I haven't told anybody. I don't think I told anybody, correct, about this?
about summoning the god?
No, about the treachery that Taco did.
I don't believe so.
No, I don't think we know.
I'm going to turn around and I'm going to be like, I'm going to give you your secret's safe with me. But if that army comes back again, there will be consequences. And I can't promise that it will get out naturally.
She just glares over her shoulder. Goes back to packing.
Do we have a bunch of folding
And-
chairs too?
Cut to the rest of the party.
One thing to mention is the first day of travel, I'm still double exhausted. So, regardless of any other speed improvements, I'm halved.
Everyone packs up as neatly as they can, as quickly as they can. And we now move to some exploration. Yay. So, as opposed to a simple, it takes you 12 days to get there, spend 12 food, and you're there, it'll be a bit of a journey. I'm not sure if the stream can see the map, but there is a map of what is right now a small location.
Yeah, I can see it. Correct. It's on chat. It's like, it's there.
Oh, over there. Wrong side.
And Roll20 has betrayed me. Okay. There is... These are the rules. Okay. Every day, you may move one spot for free along one of the pathways available to you. There are pathways that are hidden that you can find with a skill check of your choice. More plausible skill checks are easier to accomplish, but you could always persuade the jungle into showing you where to go. You may attempt to travel more than once per day at the risk of causing exhaustion to yourself and the clan. But each day, you will require food, water, and warmth, a fire of some sort. You will be starting with 3 days worth of food. I'm not going to track the clan's food. I'm just going to go off of if you're starving, they're starving. If you're not starving, they're not starving.
Makes sense.
On every single one of these nodes, there may be a secret passage of some sort. A less trodden path that you can use if you can find it. And that feels like the long and short of it.
Okay, makes sense. So we're each going to make a decision what we're going to do with our basic one action per day. Just to make certain I'm correct on that. So, like, for example, for my first day, I'm going to try to find any special paths to move us along faster. And so I make a X skill check, and then we go from there.
You suggest what you're attempting to do. Like, you could say an Arcana check to read the position of the day star and try and see if you can recall anything based on that. Or you could have a history check to recall battles of the past or major events of the past that may have happened nearby as a landmark. It's up to you.
Okay. Let me go first then, just so since I kind of brought it up. I like to actually make an Arcana check because that's my specialty. To read the sigils and marks I've left on the trail to get here, to try and find faster ways for us to get back to where my clan is from. Does that sound fair?
Certainly.
Okay. So Arcana. Here we go. 13.
So you do find the sigils from one of the times that you've made this journey along the most used path.
Okay.
Something of a main road if roads existed.
It's the main way. It is the way.
The way.
So I'm confident.
No, this is the way.
I'm confident this is the way.
But this is the way. I heard it. I don't know where. Spirit, why you say such things? Okay, moving on.
I'll go to where it is his home, so I'm pretty sure he knows where he's going.
I would. Some of us should spend time helping to look for food. Oh, magic map.
There's a map. Oh my god.
More map revealed.
Dun dun dun.
So, where you are currently, there are not a lot of animals to hunt, but there are some plants scattered about, some salt root. Who has gone before has already attempted something today. But if any else would like to harvest the salt root, while who has gone before examines the sigils and the runes that he's left before, you may do so with a survival check.
I am a scout. I would like to do scouty things to see if there's like a shortcut somewhere or something. Could I do something like that?
You could roll an investigation, a perception.
I do a survival?
Specifically is up to you. Yeah, survival.
Okay.
You're also a ranger soon, right? Or
Ooh.
Not ranger, never mind.
Yep, 10.
Dubtak, you spend a good hour of the morning believing you found a shortcut. You follow it to its end, and you somehow, without making any turns on this straight path, arrive at the other side of the camp. It's miraculous. It's a straight line.
Oh my god. How?
Follow the straight line. You come up over here.
And he's just like,
Okay.
what?
The jungle moves in mysterious ways sometimes.
I guess.
If we're waiting on things to do, I don't know much about Salt Rock, but it tastes good, and I buy money with salt. So Osra is yes, Osra buys money with salt. Osra's interested in that.
The mention of money, one of the members of the tribe just quietly goes, "Doom," because money's a black taboo. Just a quiet.
Can't even
tone.
say like, okay, above game for the. Can't even say like currency, like.
There is no currency.
No currency, just salt. Okay.
As long as you don't use money, you're fine. You can say money, but even then, doom.
Even then, doom. Okay. All right. So, Oscar will try and get some salt from the ground here.
Please roll a survival check.
He's great at those. I
Uh,
really want him to roll a natural one on this. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna give him bardic inspiration on it.
Oh,
I
alright.
figure I'm only gonna get one bardic inspiration for one of these rolls, just to be fair. Because otherwise, I could do all of them because I have 4 points per day.
You are welcome to do so. That is
All right.
the benefit of a chanter.
Well,
yeah.
then in that case, all of you, because I get 4 per day, and if we're getting 4 rolls per day, you all get
What is
a D4, I think, right now, or is it a D6? I'm looking it up. Sorry. I forget if it went up.
I'm definitely going to use one, whatever it is.
Say it's a D6 for this roll, and if it's not,
Okay.
we'll use whatever it is for future rolls.
We're gonna go back and add it to mine.
16.
Hmm.
I really kind of
So
wanted to
you
roll
get-
4, so it didn't matter.
Well, we'll
No,
say
5 and
today
6.
I'm too exhausted to do it more than once.
Ah, okay.
Because that's the other thing. I'm still role playing the exhaustion 2 right now.
So currently you have 3 days worth of food. If I understand it correctly, Alistair, Azra, and Dubtalk all need 1 pound of food per day, while Who Has Gone Before needs 2 pounds, but it can be really crappy food.
For the crappy food, I'll eat mud.
It's a D6.
Okay, cool. So 16.
So you currently have 16 rations. You have gained another 3. You nearly have... You have 3.5 days worth of food, we'll say.
Okay, so we gained a half day.
Do you want me to go back and add for that bardic inspiration for my Arcana roll? Or you want to, if we don't want to do that, I'm okay with that. I just
Save
wanted
it
to ask.
for the simple fact that the DC for a lot of the pathways where you are right now is a bit higher.
Okay.
No, scratch that. Wait.
I rolled
Yeah,
a 13. I
roll a
rolled a
D6.
13. So if I could roll a 6.
You got 50-50 shot for finding a pathway.
Forward slash roll.
Also,
Yeah.
wait, can I bug the shaman for that enchanted hammer they have? So they had 1 left.
You can bug them on the road, we'll say?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. As for Who Has Gone Before, you do find that the pathway that Verka had retreated through has been covered up with a lot of foliage overnight. So you have found that pathway. Only issue is that's where Verka's coming from.
Okay, but I will definitely mark that so we know where it is. But I will not tell
Mine
anyone.
has been added to the map.
I will not tell Asra. I will tell Alistair.
We definitely don't want to go that way.
Well, we know which way. We know where it leads.
At least
So
not
that's
until we
useful.
have some more hunters.
Exactly. Don't tell Osra he may go off half-cocked. May. He will.
Nope, the hounds are in the background there. I don't know if y'all heard that.
Yeah. Azra, while you're pulling out roots from the ground, probably the sound of drums beating for bardic inspiration, like bump, 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 bump. The hounds in the background.
Hopper, give us a good
It's
hound.
he gets this kind of cold shiver. And it's like, oh, nice. Yeah, he gets a cold shiver and he looks around. He listens for anybody who's screaming. Okay, they're not here yet. How close would Osra think that was, though, relatively? Does
Several.
it seem like they're getting closer together? Seem like they're getting louder?
It's difficult to tell at the moment.
He's
You've
just
only
gonna,
heard the hounds twice.
he's gonna get that cold shiver and think back to that night, and he's just gonna like, after he's done with his harvesting of the food, he's actually going to deliver to the shaman in person because he has a couple things he want to talk to them about. The first being is like, here's the food, and I know that you like to prepare it before the meal, or at least bless it. And then the second thing being, you have a hammer that is enchanted. When you gave me the first one, I noticed you had a second one. Is it okay if I grab that secondary hammer? I kind of broke the other one over a bear's skull. And I would like to do so again if I'm going to be honest.
The shaman Clara seems a bit more uneasy when she hears that you broke that hammer. She
Oh, it was
looks up at you.
fantastic. It was a fantastic sight, though. You should have seen it. It was glorious.
That hammer belonged to Garek. Garek was my student.
Foster's not laughing. John is. I'd just like to clarify that.
He seemed to have disappeared during the raid.
Disappeared, huh? As in,
That hammer will be missed.
do you think he? Because the followers that were beaten by the followers of Verka who were beaten by the celestial spirit Ko, praise be, their bodies remained intact. Yes.
Those who were rightfully smited by Ko were burnt to a crisp. But I have not found any sign of Garek.
I'm sorry for your loss. He was a good boy growing up. Not to be insensitive, he grabs his like secondary hammer that he grabbed, like he had a person in a chokehold and he threw them at a bear. He used a person to torpedo a bear, and he grabbed their hammer and he's just going to, like, not to be insensitive, I grabbed this hammer stone off of an unbeliever. If you would do me the honor of blessing it before the next battle, that would be much appreciated.
She takes the hammerstone from you, nods,
And
and
sorry.
gestures for you to follow her like a walk and talk as she takes her tent and the whole tribe begins to move.
And just last thing, I swear I'll be fast. How long before the how long before the ape clan gets here, or the ape clan, the hounds get to the ape clan?
Oh no. It will take, and she looks disgusted as she says, several hands worth of time, worth of days.
Do appreciate your assistance, and I don't know, maybe it's best I be on my way after everyone gets settled in.
I have ruined the shaman. That is awesome.
I don't know. I don't know where to go, what to do. I know I can't stay here. That's for after we get everyone settled, right?
Yes. Yes. And whatever does happen, Azra, may Co protect you.
Thank you. Maybe he'll have a few tricks left up for me. Hopefully hopefully his guidance will get here before the hounds tear me to pieces. And he walks away.
And it is maybe 4 hands worth of time later, of minutes, that you hear shouting from up ahead in the path, as you witnessed a human dressed in a large cat's hide run out to the path, get hit by some webbing, and get dragged into the bushes. And with that, we will be taking our first break of the Lazy Sunday.
Oh no! No! Suspense.
Lazy Sunday
We'll be
break.
back.
Random
Lazy Sunday
NPC,
break.
no!
5 or 10 minutes. See you soon.
5 or 10 minutes. Welcome back. Where we last left off, we were running from Verka's army. And we just witnessed some poor hunter get whisked away by a web-throwing creature.
I'm gonna find Osra and make sure he goes up front.
Fair.
I'd burn it.
Asra is going to fly up 40 feet and see if he can't see where the spider came from.
Before he does that, I cast heroism on him.
Oh, hell
Nice.
Ah.
I don't know what that does, but it sounds heroic.
It is. Heroism.
Temporary
Here,
HP.
I'll post it in chat for you.
Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down.
My spellcasting ability is a 3,
Oh, this chat.
I think. Hold on, double check that. Because I just had stat raised. Nope, it's a 4 now.
Nice. So you have 4 points. 4 points, and I'm immune.
Up to every...
Immune to being frightened.
Yeah.
Nice.
And every round you regain 4 temporary hit points.
Oh, I just regain them?
Yep.
Wait, 4 more.
Like every round it gets reset to 4.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's badass. Okay. So I get up 40 feet. What do I see?
So you fly up 40 feet in the air. You see primarily the jungle canopy as you fly above some of the trees.
Mhm.
Could you please roll me a perception check real quick?
Absolutely. Hey, potato salad.
All right.
I think I have the gold, but let me use it on this. I have an audience and inspiration. What does that do? Is that just advantage? Or is that just like... I feel like the audience inspiration is worth a D12. I'm just saying.
I do not remember what I made votes from the audience, but I'm gonna say they're a D4 right here. So add a D4.
Alrighty, sounds good. Man, I shot to the moon too high. 4 though.
The
19.
D4 you needed. Wow.
Nice.
Okay. So you... I didn't set those to whisper. Whoops. You see from your high vantage point a bunch of spider webs. You see 2 giant spiders, one of which is currently cocooning that hunter that just got whisked away.
Okay, so I gave my hammerstone to the shaman. Don't currently have a backup hammerstone. But boomerang does more damage, so I'm gonna throw that. What is the range? Yeah, the range on the boomerang is like 60 feet.
Give or take, give or take.
So
It is
should I
at
do
this
roll
moment that I need everyone to roll initiative.
Ooh, we're gonna die, all. Initiative.
That's a natural 20.
Huh, I got an 8.
So, I forget where initiative is. There it is. Yeah, 13.
No real token to select, so
I think he's just typing them in manually.
okay.
Because I didn't consider that. Thank you. Roll 20. Whoops. But yeah,
Just remember, roll 20 has learning curve like a silly straw.
it has a learning curve. Who has gone before? You.
I'm gonna have to steal that phrase, Mike. That's a good one. Learning curve like a silly straw.
That's how I describe sales at work. Sales is learning curve like a silly straw. Once you've figured it out, you hit that right turn and you're face plant.
Who has gone before? You see Azra fly up. He does his search and gets ready to throw a boomerang, if I'm not mistaken.
So he's found a target.
He has found a target.
I'm gonna spy. See if I can spy what that target is. As I draw my glass shard.
Please roll a perception check.
Something I am not good at.
Oh yeah. I'm glad I did. I am very glad I put the range.
Yeah, no, I did not. I cannot see where it's at.
The range is only 30.
Tilt your head to
double. So.
Tilt your head to the side, and you think maybe that was a flower of some sort. It's hard to tell.
I just say out loud that it looks like Osros found a target. I can't see where it is.
You know what the only thing left?
On guard.
Burn it to the ground.
And as a cute bonus action, I'll call fire to my hand. Even though I don't have to really do that. Just it looks cool. So I got a glass shard in one hand and fire in my left.
It does look cool. Not gonna lie. Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Very soft.
Is that better? Okay.
Form of.
Something strange has happened to initiative, but that's okay.
Wow.
I don't think I rolled
I
that
feel
high,
bad for this
guys.
tracker. I don't know.
It's passed on the tracker. We can do it. We can keep it manually.
Yeah,
What
we'll
was
be
it?
fine.
After
Alistair.
Yeah. I will also look to see if I can see what try to do the trigonometry
perception
without hands. Perception. Disadvantage. Nope.
Ooh,
Still better than me.
Nope. Disadvantage, so 13.
Still
Same
better
as
than
you.
me.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, I thought you had a 13 also.
Nope.
I'm gonna form weapon and take my half speed move towards the direction in which Azra seems to be aiming.
I do apologize. I need to learn better how to hit that mute button.
Azra, as you are preparing to bring a world of pain to these spiders, you are the only one who can see that one of them moves off of their web and into a catching position, just as Alistair moves 15 feet closer to it. It's a recipe for disaster. It is then your turn.
Okay, so one of our hunter's being wrapped up right now, but that'll take some time. Alistair, you said is coming closer to the spider?
He's moving oblivious to the spider's position, closer to
Okay.
it.
Cool. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to put away my boomerang and take out a javelin. And I'm not going to throw this javelin. So I'm the only one that can see the spider. So I'm going to go and I'm just going to like harpoon myself straight down and go into a falling dive with a harpoon out front. That's a natural 20 to hit.
Nice.
And then the damage is going to be
Ow.
7 plus 3 plus 2, 10, 12. But why is it rolling an extra d8?
That is a good quest. Oh yeah, crit. Double damage.
Oh, okay. So 12
Yeah.
or 18.
That spider's in for a world of hurt.
And I'm going to like harpoon down and I'm going to stick it through the spider and try and jam it in there. And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to take this spider and the pole that it's stuck on and like jump off the branch and try and land on the ground in front of everybody.
So immediately after you strike with that attack, the spider attempts, emphasis on attempts, to shoot its web at you as it sees your silhouette rapidly approaching.
Like,
It fails. And you said you were going to jump back?
well, I want to take the spider that's stuck on my spear and just jump off and land in front of everybody so they have a target now.
Oh yeah, the spider. If it wasn't clear where the spider was before, it's clear now to everyone. As this javelin sticking out of the bush and starts moving around.
Nice.
Pin
All right,
cushion.
that's my
Big
turn.
giant pin cushion.
Giant pincushion. And we move to Dubtalk.
I don't think the gods would be pleased if I decided to just torch the forest, would you?
Well, it's got that poor guy trapped in there. That would kind of suck for him.
That would.
Find him. She took
As
him off
every
the forest
fire
after.
druid knows, fire is just a part of nature.
Good point. Good point.
Forest fires just sort of happen sometimes, so go for it.
More.
Yeah, I will use a third level
I mean,
spell
we kind of have to if we want the shirt, so
using my
send it
wand.
over, I suppose.
I'm going to do Flame Sphere, and I'm just going to hurl a freaking ball of flame, a giant ball of flame.
Okay.
I mean, we just get these done, and then we don't have shirts made by her again if she wants to be this way.
So the
John, mute.
'Tis the season. Sorry, that's dumb. Dumb of me.
So at 4th level, you would not normally have access to 3rd level spell slots.
that's not what it said on my thing. I'm confused here.
You have 3 2nd level spell slots. You have 3 cantrips. I am confused.
It'd be similar to mine. 4 first, 3 second. Next level is when you get access to 5th level is when you get access to 3rd level spells.
I could have swore. Okay, then I must be wrong then. My bad. Then I'm going to... Actually, can I try to speak with it? I have a spell that can make me do that.
Certainly, yeah. Give Speak with Animals a cast, and you can communicate with beasts for, I want to say it was 10 minutes.
I kind of want to know if this creature is like super hostile. Like, is it actually wanting to kill us, or is it just looking to survive?
So one of the first things you hear is, the pain. Why? How? You bird thing. Scaly bird. Bird with stick. Me hungry. Me want to eat you. Why? Why you stab? Stab so bad. And it's just hissing this out.
Well,
Ad
he
infinitum.
wants to eat us, so he's just going to use form weapon and attack him.
Throw me a quick attack roll then, please.
Yeah. Actually, can I just create like a random bonfire near it so that way it does start a forest fire?
Good. Most definitely could.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah,
That's
I'm sorry.
That's one of the taboos, right? Also, you've cast like 3 spells now. You only get 1 per turn.
Oh no,
It's
I was
a
told I
le-
can't cast the flaming sphere and. Yeah,
Well,
you're right. I'm sorry.
Speak
I'm
with
just making-
animals, form weapon.
Gotcha. Okay, you're right.
You can cast Speak with Animals, because you can only cast 1 leveled spell per turn.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you can cast any number of cantrips as long as they don't use the same action.
Mm-hmm.
So Form Weapon's a bonus action.
Yep.
Cast your 1
Gotcha.
leveled spell as an action. That would be your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you're right.
And as Dubtok prepares to burn this forest to the ground, this jungle to the ground, the other spider finishes wrapping that hunter, who is completely silent throughout the entire process. And the spider moves, curious about what the other spider is screaming about in spider speak. We move back up to who has gone before.
All right. I am. That spider is impaled on the ground in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
It is severely injured. Or looks severely injured.
It is severely injured. One does not get stabbed and impaled like this and not be severely injured.
Just making sure. Okay. Those are all actions. Okay. I'll activate Blade Song as a bonus action, just so I have that. Because of my luck, I will need it. Alright, that gives me a better AC. And I will stab it with a glass shard.
All right, rush forward, roll an attack.
What, me? No. I'm not rude. In fact, I will spend my inspiration for advantage. Just cause. I'll make sure to not hit it. I'll take that 22.
Yeah. Roll for damage.
Eight points of damage.
Yeah. You stab with the glass shard, and it lets out in a language only Dubtok and the other spider could understand. Why? Me just hungry. Wah. And we move to Alistair. The spider's been defeated, but you can hear the movement
Or
of branches as a giant spider moves about in the jungle.
How accurately do I think I can hear that? Like, can I position it from the sound? Within, say, 10 feet?
Within 10 feet, yes.
Or within 9 plus 1 feet?
Yes.
Yeah,
2 hands feet.
yeah. We'll use the, I'll use Shatter.
Nice.
So I'll take out like a chip of stone and like slam it down against my drum, and it creates this like epic explosion of thunder at a point. What's the range on that? Pretty sure I can. Yeah, 60-foot range, 10 radius sphere. Everything in the area needs to make a DC 14 spell save. Or
Constitution saving throw.
half damage, yeah. So still takes 10.
Who has gone before in Azra? I need Constitution saving throws.
Ooh, I have bonuses to that.
What about me? Do you need anything from me?
Oh, was it
you
that
are
close
far
to
enough
them?
away that it's.
Was it that close to them?
Within 20 feet of us?
10-foot radius, so yeah.
Yeah.
And she's a con save. All right.
Just it's not a dexterity save, right?
No,
Just a con save.
Constitution.
Additional +3 to this. It's not showing because of Blade Song, but hey, whatever. Great time to roll a 1. So I'll take 20 points of damage. That sucks.
Pretty good at that.
And
being said,
Azra
16.
takes 10 thunder damage
Thunder.
Blown off my
from this
feet.
boom.
Thunder.
Also, probably the forest floor probably gets like leveled.
There's a bush that gets flung across the road, the path, as the spider is now basically cracked in two.
I'm sorry, it's the first time I've done that. I didn't think it would be that big.
Just barely holding it together. As it too is now screaming, why? Me just hungry. Why?
I think I'll echo that. Oh, why? I was just trying to help. Why?
And we move to Azra.
So Oz's been shocked by the lightning damage. And he's just
Thunder.
the thunder damage. He's gonna put he sees it coming, like a small little, like almost like imperceptible blob of air, and he puts the stone up just as a reaction, and it hits him and it hits the stone, and you see a little just wrapping of the almost like a mirage around the stone, and he goes thunder, and he's gonna find, because he knows where that other spider is, so he's just going to like fly over there, and he's gonna hit him in the head with a stone. Hit it very hard.
Roll to hit.
One deals more damage. I'm gonna use my jab, but yeah. There's a 14 hit.
A 14 does not hit.
What if I used a inspiration from just a regular player inspiration? Is that advantage?
Wish I had my sombrero today. I'll allow it. Uh,
All right, then
Your player
that
advantage.
is a 19,
that would hit. Yeah, roll damage.
8.
Yeah.
He's going to leave the javelin stuck there. It's, it's gonna be it's gonna be another one of those. Hey, look, here's a pincushion. It's right here. Hit it very hard.
Mm. You get it right where its exoskeleton would have cracked, and it just kind of lets out a as it falls to the ground.
Oh, it's dead.
It's dead.
Well, I was trying to save some for you guys. I shouldn't have hit it so hard. Ah, well. Here we are.
And the four of you can see this one hunter that's been cocooned in the web.
I'm gonna take my hunting knife over there and try and cut him out. Is he okay? He
You cut
wasn't
him
suffocating,
out of the-
right?
You cut him out of the web. His face is covered with a little bit of webbing, but he's still like breathing through the web. You manage to cut him down and cut him out, and he just falls limp onto the ground.
Oh, he's
Still
clearly
breathing.
dead. Moving on. Monster just steps over him.
What was that? I can't hear you. Did we get him? We get them all? I can't hear anything.
Yes, we got them all. The hunter is dead. He's on the ground.
I could give a somewhat dirty look at Alistair.
Let's just move on.
The four of the many and more of you continue moving through the jungle. And it is at this point that some of the
'Cause I am.
Oh no.
My bad.
You're good? Seems we have gremlins.
We have lost, but not really lost our.
Sorry, I have an emergency I need to deal with for a second.
Oh, you got it. Yeah.
Well, with the spiders defeated, I think this would be a good time for our lazy Sunday second break.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Bad. I keep getting kicked off.
We'll figure out these gremlins. Be back in 5-10 minutes. Tune back
Oh,
in shortly. welcome back. When we last left off, the party had just saved a hunter from being eaten by some giant spiders.
But he's clearly dead on the floor now. We saved him
Let's
from
have a
being
little
eaten,
cough.
but he's also dead. So I guess, all right, onward and upward then, right? It's very tragic.
So is everything. Everyone's hearing in a good, nice large radius. Oh,
It's good because I would have burned this place down. I don't like spiders.
I don't think anyone likes. Oh, wait a minute. These are not good spiders. These are not good spiders. These are these destructive spiders.
Heal,
These are
heal
angry
10
spiders who want to kill people.
for who has come before.
Thank you.
I apologize. The size of that explosion was much larger than I anticipated.
Practice. That's all I can suggest.
Does it normally happen with like people such as yourselves? They don't know what they're doing before they do it?
It's a matter of skill and usage. The more you use something, the better you get at it. Although it was a very effective explosion. You should be commended for that.
It was fabulous. I will not. Yes, it was a fabulous explosion. It also hurt my brain.
Okay, anything else in here besides the spiders and the hunter?
Well,
The hunter's dead.
Spider meat's always delicious, clearly. But other than this, there's nothing else in this location.
Does someone
How
have a
will
good survival skill to try to save the meat?
Oh, of course, Ostra.
Actually, I can just eat the meat raw. I don't mind. Slice, slice, slice. Everyone's like, ew.
Of course,
Spider legs. It's like crab meat. Crunch.
All right, so we definitely fed who has come before today.
Who has come before? Who has gone before? Who will
Totally
be
fed.
going before?
Will be going before.
Has been fed.
That's a future tense. I like that.
Wizard
Would
does not
anyone
need food
like
badly.
to? Would anyone like to check for potential paths that may be hidden?
I'm going to harvest
This guy.
gold out of these spiders with my hammerstone.
I've already checked for the day. I think we've all used our actions for the day. Or is this considered a new day? I'm sorry. Maybe I misunderstood.
You may check at each location once.
Oh,
There's no
okay.
limit on that.
Then once I'm done eating, I will use the same Arcana move before. Check my sigils to make sure we're on the correct path, or if I can find a quicker path. $25. Natural 20.
Wow.
I think I'm owed that after the one I rolled for the con check.
Indeed.
All of the pathways are open to you.
Wow.
Every single one.
I don't know where any of them go, but
There's a main path that has been tried and true. But you also notice a lot of symbols, a lot of effectively paintings of little fires here and there, little water droplets here and there.
fire, water.
You see a symbol of a rock surrounded by little gusts of wind by each of these new paths.
Are they triangular in nature?
Do I recognize the marking? So it's
With a 25 in Arcana, you understand that these symbols are meant to show shifting and floating earth.
okay. So we have to be very careful moving through these pathways. There's shifting and flowing earth, which means likely quicksand or high winds, things like that.
Well, I'm pretty sure like earth goes to earth, air to air, water to water. Oster knows these things.
Fire burned areas, water in certain areas.
Does anyone have the last what is it? Fire, piece of fire, torch. Anyone have the last torch?
The torch of the clan fire is being held by the chieftain.
Oh, that is. Alright, well, we're not using that one. Okay, so we have no fire, but we got earth, water, and air.
I'd recommend moving along the main path. It's tried and true. I don't recognize the other paths and where they go to.
Alright, then it shall be so. Let us go. Don't mind the
Well,
dead one here.
Out of curiosity, the fire and water symbols, what do they mean?
So you understand that water is water.
Okay.
Usually when people write there's water here, right. They're just trying to say there's a watering hole nearby. Fire usually symbolizes a civilization, like a tribe is nearby, someone's encampment.
Ah, okay. So, which symbols correspond to which paths?
The fire and floating rock symbols are here and here.
Will you expand off the fog of war just a tad so we can see where they are? Could you please? Is that not the right way?
So the one to the south, that is fire, water, and moving land.
Yes.
So it's all three.
Yes. The one to the north is fire and moving earth. And while you are searching for symbols, you happen upon another path. It's almost as if the ground just sort of opens up here, and you can feel a slight breeze coming up through the cave, the crevasse.
I don't know
Yes, it is a very good cravat.
I don't know what's that way. I don't want to risk taking the clan to someplace strange and dangerous.
Yes.
To the south lies moving earth, fire for civilization, and water. We're probably gonna want to have water, so we can move south, and it'll keep us just off the main path, but it will provide us that. Along the main path, there is no water listed, correct?
There is no water listed on the main path.
Okay, so I think we should go south to the water. That's my recommendation, but I'm not the leader here.
You are best traveled through these ways. And you may not be the leader, but no one else is disagreeing with you, so just go with it.
All right, so south we go.
Yes. Now, some of the members of the clan are complaining amongst themselves that their feet are sore and that they've been walking all day. So, to move an additional spot in the same day is going to be a Constitution saving throw from.
Ooh, okay.
the
So
party.
let's not do that. I don't want to exhaust. I try out to keep moving. So we should probably build a camp here and move south next day.
Yes, I mean, but what you were saying was you wanted to scout it out a little bit, and I shall go with you. We shall scout out the path ahead for a little ways, at least.
I think that's actually a capital idea. Why don't we have the clan bed down here for rest, and we can scout ahead a little bit.
Yes, it's a great idea. He was come before.
I will rest. Yes, rest makes sense. Though actually, you two should rest. You're injured.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so we won't scout ahead.
Well, we'll get a full 8. Yeah, we'll get a full 8. We'll just peek ahead a little bit though.
I'm not set for stealthy missions.
Me either.
So we shouldn't do that.
Anyone spending hit die to heal will regain an extra 1d6 hit points.
Okay.
Well, if we're long resting here, that's not gonna matter.
It will for this campaign.
That's right. I forget.
Doing some little twists of the rules. You use hit dice to heal even on long rest. You regain half your hit dice on a long rest, but you still use them to heal.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up 1 as I'm gonna use 1 dice. One of my stonkingly huge D12s. And get a 6. Oh, not bad, not bad.
That's all you needed.
4 is 10. So yeah.
You only needed the 6 anyway. Yeah.
The clan sets up for the night. People roll out their bedrolls and begin setting up their small little fires as the chieftain sets up a small clan fire for the night.
You can have another 3 points, Mike.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll 1d6 for 1 hit die.
Well, plus my 1d6 also.
So plus 3, whatever I roll. That's great. So I can roll a 6.
No, I meant
all
you
right.
get another 1d6 from my Song of Rest also.
Oh,
if you spend a hit die.
Then I will roll a second d6.
The wonders of chanting.
So 9 through 12, I'm fully healed.
Every party should have a bard.
As you all set up for the night, cook your salt roots and spider meats, you see overhead that the stars begin to dance, as they do every night. And what would usually be a rumor mill of legends being thrown about, tonight it's different. Tonight, you see, in the middle of the night sky, constellation of a monolith with a large bright light near the top of it. Those who are stargazing, please roll an Arcana check.
Arcana, you said?
Osrod never gets it right, but he is always just so fascinated with the stories that they tell.
Only a 13 from me.
12.
Nice job, folks.
That's a natural 20. You ready, guys? For 19.
And you seriously have a -1 in this? That's bullcrap.
It's intelligence. I mean, he loves the stars are beautiful. He put his bed out on a rocky outcropping so he could see the camp, look down on the camp and watch the stars. He loves watching them, but he hates, like, he's not an intelligent guy, dude. He looks at them because they're pretty.
Dubtak and who has gone before, you have trouble making out what this constellation is supposed to be of exactly.
Okay.
But it is Azra from his little perch. It's Azra who knows that this monolith is supposedly, it's the funniest thing that it's Azra, that this constellation, this monolith, is a sentient being somewhere in the world that knows literally everything. All knowledge that has ever been is stored in this sentient monolith.
I'm going to, like, because that information seems a little bit big for Asra. Because Asra's looking at it and going, "Oh, that's a great tower. I wish I could go up there and see it one time. I bet the light shining from it is gorgeous. Maybe I could hang from the edge and see what I see." And then he casts sense whispers, and he's going to see if his friend is in the area, and he's going, "Don't you see the tower? It is beautiful. What do you make of it?" And he'll regale him of the tower and how it knows all. It is omnipotent. Is it the tower itself or someone in the tower?
But
Light
the
sees all and
monolith
knows all.
The
The
sees
light
all, knows all.
sees all and knows all.
It sees all and knows all. It knows if you've been sleeping. It knows if you've been good or bad. So be good for goodness sake. Wait, why? Why do I have to be good? That doesn't make any sense.
The light's watching. Be good
Oh, okay.
because it knows.
How does it know? Is it
Knows.
spying on me right now?
Looking
Yes.
at us all right now.
Jesus, he starts like cinching his loincloth a little bit tighter. Can't see. No.
I mean, this is the first that who has gone before has heard of this, so he's just rolling with it.
So it's he who has gone before Asra, and the ghost that only Asra can hear, who is telling them about this tower, and Asra is relaying that. It is beautiful anyway. Thank you for
We are the worst buddy cop
taking
movie
some
ever.
time. What's that?
We are the worst buddy cop movie ever.
That is what is Spidey Cop movie?
Nothing.
I'm confused. Okay, you must also have
One of
people whispering in your ear.
the members of the tribe, upon hearing Buddy Cop, just rolls over, opens an eye, points weakly towards who has gone before, and just whispers "Doom" before rolling back over.
One of
No,
these
I have
days.
one less doom than you do, and I point to Asra.
Yes, and only one of us has made. Only one of us has made an incredible fuck up. So, you got me on that point. I'm gonna
Now
die.
go to sleep.
Oh, okay. Going to
Night
sleep now.
passes, and as the morning arrives, the stars joust once again in the sky until only one remains, and it is the day star. The members of the tribe begin to awaken. You all hear the sounds of birds, reptiles, predators, some weird antlered grazing animals, all yelling and shouting from the direction that you just came from. A lot of and some meows and some growls and some hisses.
Oh, they're fighting over the reins
distance.
of the creatures.
Uh,
We should scout ahead to the south, see what lies that way before the camp picks up and leaves.
yes, I think that's a good idea. I should go with you.
Oh, when I said we, I meant all of us. It's 4 of us.
Oh yes, the 4 of us.
Because despite your prowess,
So,
the
so
two
Dubtalk
escaped
and Alistair. Ah, that is foolish.
You should go wake
That-
our two friends and make certain that we can go
is-
together.
That is just foolish talk right there, my friend. I don't know. I don't know.
Foolish talk is the story of our time together.
Well, that's true. All right. Twist my leg. Fine, I'll go get it. I'm gonna go get Dubtalk. No, I'm getting Alistair. I'm gonna go get Alistair. Alistair! Shake the tent a little bit. Pillar of the community demands your time, and he slams his hammerstone on his newly minted enchanted hammerstone on the ground. How goes it this fine morning?
Still exhausted.
Uh,
But
okay, well,
I'm
we're
not
going
as
to
AP
scout.
as I was yesterday.
That is good. You look much fuller of color than you did yesterday. Well done. Good on your sleep. Now, we're
Scouting
going
ahead.
to scout ahead. Do you want to go with us?
Of course.
Sweet! Excellent. I knew the pillar of the community, Astra, would convince you to come with us, for you are a valued and important member of our team.
It's too early in the morning.
Ha ha! All right. And then he just kind of walks off.
I look for some tea, coffee.
Boil some salt root,
Yep.
make a salty soup concoction. The sheer bitterness and kick of the salt wakes you right up.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. We've all had coffee like that before.
I usually sleep next to the fire. And I don't sleep in a tent or anything like that. Just next to the fire, just chilling, stargazing, and sleep.
And then I'll usually find Dubtalk and wake him and just convey that we're going to go scout ahead before the clan moves on, just to make certain it's a safe route.
Fine. Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, just let's go. Let's get it done.
And Azra, you're muted. No, Doom.
Oh, I'm sorry. What I do?
So, oh, never mind. I saw a mouth moving.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I apologize. I spaced out for a second.
I just picked up Dubtalk so we can get going.
All right, then let us go. Forward unto tomorrow.
The four of you
Quietly scout ahead down that southern path.
move down that path, and you see, as you move from a dirt path to a tree that has grown sideways out of a cliff face, with moss growing over it as a makeshift bridge. You can see about 40 feet away from this little bridge is a floating piece of earth suspended 100 feet in the air. There's vegetation, there's a couple trees, but most impressively, there is a pool of water floating on this piece of land. The small stream leading off, flowing into foliage below.
Can I do an Arcana check on this water?
Yes.
Please and thank you. on, 5. Jesus Christ.
With a 5, you know that the water is normal water.
There's
Nature of
nothing
the
wrong with that water.
There's nothing
Nat-
wrong with the water.
nature of the floating island. I've never seen this before. Or have I heard about this in stories or
It's not-
drawings?
In Planegea, it is not absurd to think that the land moves in mysterious and strange ways. You may have heard of it from another member of your tribe, but this may very well be the first time you've ever seen a floating piece of land.
Okay, I'll make note of this. We should investigate the water and the vegetation on that piece of land. It may be of powerful significance. It may also be dangerous, but it should be the 4 of us and not risk the entire clan.
Yes, let us move onward, and forward, and upward, and sideways, and
Across.
Let's go that
I think
way.
across is the
Yes.
right word.
is it? I don't know. But I am he who uses big words, so yes. Always? No,
So
never.
make our way across the tree is the bridge to that piece of land, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Could I actually look to see where the water's coming from?
It does not come from anywhere that you can see. It is a pool of water. It leads a stream outwards. There's nothing flowing into the pond, into the pool of water.
It was
Just
just like
flowing
a
out.
stagnant
I thought I was
pool
going to
that's
wait till we got
flowing out.
closer so I could cast detect magic.
Sweet, let's do that.
So carefully make my way across the tree bridge
Mhm.
to the floating island.
There's no resistance. The tree does not move, the island does not move, and no one tries to stab me.
I
Generally a good
thank
day.
the tree for letting me walk across it, because being polite is always good.
If you worship the tree hard enough, it'll just come alive and help you. That's
Or
why
just
things
say
work.
just say thank you. Oh, who can fly?
Oh, who-
Azra,
yeah.
please add a 1 salt title.
Nice.
He who can fly.
Yes.
Oh, he who can fly. And it's not he who can fly. It's he who can fly.
Oh, he who can fly.
There's a
Yeah.
definite pause in there.
Oh, period. He who can fly.
I'll take it across the once I
I'll
get
take
across
it,
the floating
okay.
island.
Hey.
I'll get within distance of the water, but not too close to it, and cast detect magic as a ritual. So don't waste a slot on that.
You need to roll a quick perception check. If you're
Okay.
casting it as a ritual, yeah.
Just a perception check.
Perception.
I'm screwed.
What were you casting?
Detect magic.
Detect magic.
8.
Mahik.
So does
Check
anyone
Mahi.
follow who has gone before as
Yeah,
he
Like, I follow
approaches?
overhead.
I would try to follow.
I actually kind of want to, because like you said, this is a pretty slick log too, right? Or
It's got a mossy covering to it, so it's
Okay.
as if you were walking on grass.
but is it narrow or like?
Say it's 3 feet across.
Oscar would just be a little bit worried about people falling in.
Mhm.
So as he who came before went over, he would just be kind of like overhead, possibly like flying next to him, hand on his shoulder.
who has gone before, you begin setting up this ritual to detect magic. As you are halfway through the ritual, two humanoid figures jump out of a nearby bush, holding spears and wearing masks.
Masks look familiar.
Strangely familiar.
They're flat pieces of bark with eyes cut into them.
No
It's
fancy.
much more a protection thing.
No fancy design. Okay.
Nothing fancy here. They have a lot of vines that they use to keep things attached, to hold up their pants, if you will.
Got it.
Yes, you must be the people of vines holding their pants attached. Hi, how are you? I am Osra, he who has come before. And this is he who has come before. I am myself, Osra, pillar of the community, savior of children, he who has survived Verka, he who uses big words, and oh, he who can fly. Greetings!
These two hunters point their spears at you all and begin shouting in a dialect of common that none of you really know. You can pick out some words of "who are you," "go away," "our water," "our plants," but it's very difficult to make out exactly what's being said.
Osra is going to take one of his two javelins, which is probably currently covered in spider ichor, and put it on the ground and make a big show of him putting definitely the only weapon he has on the ground and putting his hammerstone next to it because that's too big to kind of be concealed on his back, and he'll put his arms up, set peace, peace, friend. We are travelers. We are coming through. Put your weapons down.
We only
They
wish to share.
they turn
Okay.
their spears to the others, and they begin yelling something about Gufen? Water god?
Okay, above table right now. Is that Jared's god? The Mist god?
No.
No. We offend the water god?
Sorry, I
Or
was muted
offend
earlier. I
his
think
name.
Oh.
I have comprehend languages. I'll cast it.
Yeah, okay. So they begin yelling about how you, by approaching the water, have offended Gufen, that which
okay.
lurks.
Oh. I'm going to grab Mike by he who has come before by the back of the the shirt collar right here, and just kind of lift him up, yeah, and move him away from the water and put him back down again.
If who has gone before was continuing to cast Detect Magic, it goes off at this very moment, just before you get picked up. You detect that there is something very magical at the bottom of this pool of water. Incredibly magical. One might even say godly.
Yes,
God is in the water.
Alistair.
The God is in the water.
Yeah, that's what they were trying to
Yes.
say.
Yes. That is why you are now on grass, not near water. Apparently, he gets offended when they approach his sacred water pool, whatever this is.
And you said it was dripping down from the platform, correct?
It flows off of the floating landmass down into the foliage 100 feet below. Yeah.
Is the grass very, very lush there?
It's very nice grass.
Okay. He's gonna be like, I'm thirsty. I'm gonna take a drink.
Don't talk, you idiot. I'm going to say this too, and I'm going to try and reach for him.
You reach out for Dubtok. As he takes a sip of the water, these two hunters gasp in terror as you take
God damn.
water without doing the proper offerings. And from the middle of the pool of water,
Run! And he
a
takes
cyclone
off.
begins to swirl upwards
We're
into the
leaving.
air.
We're all leaving right now.
Oh, shit.
A face forms on the water as arms sprout, and it begins yelling in the air speech that these two hunters spoke. Who dares drink from me?
Translate.
Me?
People who are leaving you alone now. Thank you. I apologize. We just got overly curious and it kicked our ass. Sorry.
I you to tell you his name.
The two guardians of this water god run back into the foliage now that they've attempted to do their jobs and failed terribly.
Yeah.
Gufen turns his full attention on Dubtok and reaches out with a watery tendril. Please roll an athletics check.
I would
Can we
like to
talk
say,
about this, please?
I would like to say that I am reaching for Dubtok right now, trying to get him like I
Can
was
I
before.
do,
I'm continuing that action.
Dex or...
You could do an acrobatics as well, a dex acrobatics.
Yep, okay.
Please. keep
Azra,
this
you
guy
begin
from
running over,
slapping
maybe a
you.
little flap to fly over.
No.
Oh, come on!
Oh my god.
That's
Oh
the
my
worst.
lord. Hey, Jared, why
Nat
don't you use
one.
advantage? Why don't you use advantage on that one, buddy?
Yeah,
It's a double nat one.
yeah. Goodbye,
Goodbye.
Dubtok.
Oh God.
You're about to
Oh,
meet your
The
mate.
God.
water
Seen one of
god
those in 2 years,
Gufen,
3 years.
he who lurks in the depths, picks up Dubtok and throws him off of the island. Azra, you have 2 turns to catch Dubtok before he plummets to the bottom.
Oh, so he's soaring through the air right now.
He's soaring through the air right
Okay, yeah, I'm taking off after him. I'm gonna try and grab him.
now. Please roll we'll call it an attack roll. So strength and proficiency.
I have some flavor here, if you'll allow it. If this is an
Yeah, go
attack
for it,
roll,
go
I
for
have some flavor. I'm gonna use my javelin. I got some audience inspirations earlier. I think I'm gonna use them right now.
You
I
don't
got
need
two
Should have used the freaking inspiration for that.
to catch your ass.
No, to freaking dodge the tentacle.
Should have.
Could have, yeah.
Said audience was D4, right?
Yes, but you don't need to. You pass with a 12
Okay.
for this.
Cool. Thank you.
You
And-
swoop in and grab Dubtok with your weird dino feet.
Well, I was gonna say if you're allowing me to attack using this attack action, so he pulls out the ichor-covered spear, and he just like shot puts and aims it, and then tosses it, and it hits like you see Dubtok kind of falling in slow motion right next to a tree, and the javelin pierces his shirt, goes all the way through, and slams into the tree behind him. And now Dubtok's just kind of hanging there by his like shirt collar, right on the tree. He's just pinned there.
Yep, we've all had days like this.
And it is here as Gufen looks at Dubtok soar through the air with the grace of an injured swan. He
Which is
turns
to
his
say none at all.
attention to Azra, who just defied his will on his own island.
Azra's gone.
Azra's out of here.
Azra's flying towards Dubtok and gonna pull the spear out and then run away. That's what he's
The
doing with
four
his
of you
action.
running from a water god. This is where I will have to call this episode.
Oh, jeez.
And I want you all to know Dub Talk isn't sorry. That's his thing. I defy gods, god damn it.
You just got bitch slapped by one god. The other god is hunting you.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna give him that
It's
freaking
it's
satisfaction.
consistency. It's just like he's consistent, and that's a good thing.
Fair enough. Fair enough. There can be no character development for Dub Talk.
That,
Consistency is development.
yeah.
Fair
Oh my gosh.
Fair enough.
There could be
You
development.
have to
in a guy
establish
that
who
doesn't-
he is before he can grow.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, many thanks to our audience for joining us around the clan fire today and listening to our tale. As for our other stories, following us tonight, I believe, is Cult Divinity Lost. Feel free to correct me at any point. Monday,
I'm
we
just
have the
gonna
second
nod.
season of Doom, followed by Mythos World.
Obviously.
Tuesday is the next session of Twilight 2000, followed by Mecha Hack. And Wednesday, we have the One Ring RPG.
Mhm.
On Thursday, we have a Vampire the Requiem Chronicle of complete and utter darkness, and Pathfinder Undying shortly afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
On Fridays, we have Call of Cthulhu Masks of Nyarlathotep and Scarred Lands
sorry.
Dracogenesis. And on Saturday, we have it's no longer Usurpers of Ruination, is it? It's Warhammer
Yes.
and the SCP RPG.
Mm-hmm.
Special thanks tonight to our patrons and Twitch subscribers. You help make our quality better, our cosplay sharper, and our salt saltier. Our hounds, thank you. Unlikely survivors, please tell our fans who you were, who you are, and who you will be throughout the week.
I am John, otherwise known as J3 Billion. I have been Osra, and I will be next time. We got Friday off and Thursday because it's Christmas Eve, so I won't be in that show. Next time, are we doing a Sunday game for next week?
Next week is
Christmas.
the day immediately after the
Christmas Day.
Correct.
The 26th.
Question.
I'm gonna just smart money is that no, and we will be returning on the 2nd of January in 2022.
See you
Okay,
next
so
year.
I will
So
be
see you next year.
here. Not next year. I will be here next year. Well, maybe. No, hold on. That's not true. I will be here on the 30th, Thursday, for our Undying Pathfinder game, where I play my cleric who's a smitey smite who likes to smite.
I am Mike Leader, also known as Dr. Fusion with the Z. This, unfortunately, is my only game with Vorpal Tales, and so I will see you all in the new year. Hopefully, we'll be not as screwed as I think we're going to be.
Just gotta run away, man. Just gotta run away.
We'll see how it goes.
And hey, I'm Corey Frank, aka Narf, which is my last name backwards, just in case someone needed their mind blown today. And then I also am only in this game on Vorpal Tales at the moment, so you'll see me next year. And don't have anything else to share today, really.
Hello, my name is Jared. You can find me at The Real Life Jared on all of on the World Wide Web. And the next time you'll see me is actually tomorrow, playing in Dune as Mr. Archibald. And he's got a pretty good plan cooked up for him, so I would definitely come and see it. And then after that, I'll be part of the One Ring game, playing Cadgrim. I did skip last week because I had to work, but this week I will be, and it may or may not be the last game for that. A new game will come after.
Wait, hold on. That's a finale?
For the One Ring?
Yeah, it's a finale.
I believe so. Yes.
Oh hell yeah!
Tune in Wednesday for the finale of One Ring. Then, ooh,
Yeah,
I should have hyped that up more.
Fuck yeah! I'm excited. I want to see
Or
it.
maybe part 1 of the finale if they don't.
Dude, it's part 1 of 3. It's a saga.
that
Let's
goes.
be fair.
I'll look it up just to make
And-
sure, but I'm pretty sure it is.
I have been your wonderful, terrible dungeon master. It has been a pleasure.
The only thing you have done bad tonight, Key, is mispronounced Nirolithep.
Yeah, I know.
I never said I was bad. I just said I was terrible.
Okay, well,
Uh,
that being said, like, it's pronounced Nyanya, and I will have it no other way. But I've
Understood.
always taken this firm stance ever since Hello Mare decided that it was such, and now it shall be such.
By the way, yes, it is. This coming Wednesday is going to be the final One Ring episode. So yeah, finale for One Ring.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good
We
luck with
get
that.
some conclusions and some cliffhangers. Is gonna be great.
and we also get some votes.
Oh god.
Player votes in this game. Vote for your favorite player at the table. Player votes are worth a inspiration, a proper advantage on any one roll. And audience votes could say, right now, are a D6. Tally them up.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to give my vote to
Uh,
Jared for being the bravest, craziest person here to drink the water when he knows we shouldn't have, but it was totally in character. Loved it.
It is.
Loved it. That was great. Thank you very much for making this a big old mess. I love it. I'm not complaining.
You're welcome.
I'm going to give my vote to man, that's a rough one. I think I'm going to give my vote. Come back to me. I don't know. Figure it out.
Well, mine's gonna go quick because same reason, same vote as Mike. Jared definitely wins for doing everything you can to piss off every god.
He's gonna need those rerolls.
What do we get for
Consistency is
this?
They're
You
inspiration,
can use
but
them for
it's,
inspirations, but yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
but you're gonna need them. So
Yeah, I am.
Jared,
What's up?
did you vote?
Oh, I have to. I'll give mine to J3 billion. Especially, yeah, because you saved my ass. That's why. With your cheer
You saved my ass. I saved yours. This is
and my
amazing.
shitty rolls, man. I have shitty rolls.
Indeed, it was. That was a ballsy move. I'm not giving mine to you though, just because you already got 2 votes for tonight, and I think we need to recognize. I'm giving mine split vote. You can each take half the dice. To Mike and Tyler or Tyler. That's on their Zoom. That's your Zoom name, Narf. Do you know that?
Yeah.
So I'm giving like half and half. I know Mike is for bouncing back, and he's gone through the shoulder surgeries and has a lot of physical pain. And I know Narf has not had the easiest day, and is we're still trooping through that without spilling too many beans. So I appreciate both of you.
appreciate it. Thank you all very much. Lots of fun today.
That
I needed
we
it.
must bid you adieu. Remember, stay hydrated. And have a merry holiday.
Not in dub tax. Wait, if you're gonna piss off a god, I don't recommend it.
Remember, don't piss off the gods.